And now we have Lee's final work of art, which is Bluefish. I don't know much about it other than it's a handcrafted special sailboat that has never been in the water, unfortunately. And it's named after his most recent favorite dog, which is named Bluefish. And so I'm just going to take some pictures of the attention to detail with the craftsmanship for our friends on the forum and for Lee's family as well. But he spent, my guess is, he spent the last year and a half or 2 years of his life building this boat, and we attempted to try to get him to let us bring it to Florida so he could sell it, but he chose not to do that. And Patty has said that this is her coffee table now, but I wish I could do justice to what a spectacular work of art this thing is. The attention to detail and the handcrafted everything, and the magnificent carbon fiber, and the varnish that's a foot thick, and just all of the engineering. And as I understand, he bought a kit, and then he called the people that manufactured the kit 100 times and told them what they were doing wrong about this, that, and the other, and how if they changed this and that and the other, it would be better. And I'm quite sure that he was correct on all of it. But I wish that I knew more about it and I was a better videographer, because this is like seeing the Mona Lisa.
Randy, I can tell you a couple of things about it. This is referred to as a skiff, and it's modeled after an Australian boat that's called an 18 racing skiff, which is a two-man boat. Although it may not come to your eye in the video, this is an extremely high-performance, fast handful of a sailboat. It's a very high performance. It's a planing boat, so it gets up and rides on the last probably 2 feet of its hull.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a sailboard that you sit on, and I wouldn't even say you sit on it, because as you see all the grip tape, like an old Hobie cat, you wear trapeze. You're wearing a harness so that you're out here standing on the gunnels of the boat. It runs a mainsail that is enormous for the size of this hull. It runs a jib, and it runs a spinnaker.
Now, what was his interest in this? Because we never had any indication. We always thought he was a motorhead, interested in cars and trucks and engines and motorcycles and whatever else. And of course, I knew that he had a large cruiser at one point in time, but what prompted him to decide that this was his next project?
I'm not sure what prompted him. When he was younger, he sailed a lot. He and I sailed a lot.
Okay.
When I was growing up. It's just another level of rush of performance and acceleration and, well, can we call it horsepower? But yep. you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
And this was not a day sailor. This wasn't you sit around and flop in the waves and drink your martini.
Right.
This was a Ducati.
Yep.
Or an MV. And you mentioned that he bought a kit, but really what he bought were the plans.
Plans, and that's right.
And
yeah.
That's it. Here are the plans, and good luck. And then you have to go out and procure all of your equipment, the hardwood, and you can buy a kit for some of the mechanicals, the hardware itself, but it really was, he'd have to create the molds to lay the wood on, and then fiberglass that, and so on. It's just, it was an amazing creation.
Well, do you hope to sail it?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
It's, wow. The idea, I think about growing up sailing windsurfers and supercats, and they get pretty beat on when you're doing such, and I wouldn't want to apply any of that to this thing. I don't know.
Well, we thank you for taking time with us, and
sure.
Again, we thank you for sharing your father with us.